for us, but kindly try to balance your availability. Yesterday I was so horny, but si kuwa na option than to just ignore the feeling. I know that one day we will be rich after the deal yetu imeivana. I'm so sure you don't love Frank, but my greatest fear is that you might end up developing his feelings. Then he sent him there.
I love a heart. What is this? What the hell is this? What the bloody hell is this? Oh my goodness.
Kwa nini unakataa tusome ya mwisho mama?
Sasa angalia vile vile.
Are you sleeping with this guy?
Listen, twist him around. Twist him arudi South Africa. We have enough in store and he trusts you already. Who's this?
Valentine decided to move on, right?
Yeah.
But what gives you the power to talk to me? What gives you the power? Because if Valentine came to me and told me I've moved on, I am seeing somebody else, I don't see why you should come and confront me. You come in 3 months only and you feel that I'm not doing enough for my family.
Despite the fact that you have been the biological father, I think for now, because life has to move on, I will always be there for Russell as a dad.
Now listen to me and understand where I'm going. Whether you move to heaven with the Valentine or to hell, wherever you belong, I do not care. But my son, keep him out of this. In fact, I'd rather Valentine gives me my son. Wherever you want to go, even if it's up to the moon and back, I will not give a damn about you two. But my son, do not cross that line.
Love that you show me, yes, that I cannot take it for granted. Love that you show me, I cannot deny.
Hello guys, what's up everybody? This is Director Samaritan 254, and before we start guys, make sure that you subscribe, you comment and also share this video so that iweze kufikia as many people as possible. Guys, today we are having Frank and Mr. Isaac. Isaac, I'm the one who called you.
Yeah.
And I know you've never seen this man, or maybe you have. Have you ever seen him?
I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah.
I called you so that we may settle some dispute or some rumors that has been going on. First of all, you told me that you are Isaac.
Sure.
Is that your name, or maybe you just gave me a fake name?
That's my name. It's my official national name. I'm Isaac.
Your name is Isaac.
Yeah.
Frank.
Yes.
You told me there are things that you want to know about Mr. Isaac. I don't want to ask him questions. Let us hear it from the horse's mouth, because you've been telling me that there's someone who texted you. We want to know from Isaac. Isaac, have you ever texted Frank? We start from that point.
I did. I did. I called him. First, I called him on a private number. Then later, I did a call with a direct number without private. Yeah.
What was the point of you calling him? And also, what was the point of you calling him? We start from that.
The reason why I made a call is because there's an African man. When you love someone, you fight for that person.
Who do you love here?
I personally love that beautiful queen called Valentine. And that was my main reason why I did a call to Frank, because personally I didn't want anything going more between Frank and Valentine.
So that is why you called Frank.
Yeah. You know, as an African man, you there is that jealousy. So sometimes you feel, oh, let me do a call to let this man know that already the ex-wife has already moved on. That's the reason.
And where did you get the number from? His number from? Frank's number?
Frank's number, it was just my own, let me say, my own stupid idea. I went through Valentine's phone number, and luckily I did get the number. Yeah.
Oh, what a confession.
I have one question for you, mister.
Yeah.
How long have you been, how long have you known Valentine? That is, first, for starters, how long have you known her?
For Valentine, I've known her for almost 3 months now.
3 months?
Yeah.
3 months. Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get to know her?
I was from my business trip. Then it happens that I went to her Airbnb. That's where we started knowing each other from zero. And she gave me her story. And as a man, I had to think twice, and I got some interest on her.
And for those 3 months, what gives you the right, or gives you the courage or the energy to challenge me as her husband? Do you know how long I've been with Valentine?
I don't know.
Do you know how many children we have?
The only child I know is Russell.
Russell is my biological son.
Yeah.
You want to tell me, for all the years that I've been with Valentine and my child, I've been taking care of them. He's going to school, he lives well. You come in 3 months only, and you feel that I'm not doing enough for my family.
I know you have been doing more than enough, but now, for now, as we talk, her heart is already somewhere else. Her heart is already with me, all in me. Maybe in the past you have been taking care of her and the children, but right now her heart, I think for sure she has moved on. That's why when we talk of me having the confidence, is because I know the true meaning of love. When you love someone, you move on wholeheartedly.
Well, I do not disagree with you. Valentine decided to move on, right?
Yeah.
But what gives you the power to talk to me? What gives you the power? Because if Valentine came to me and told me I've moved on, I am seeing somebody else, I don't see why you should come and confront me by calling me via private numbers, by calling me by through. There's even a voice note I showed you, threatening me. Why would you go to that extent? Do you know me personally? Do you know what I can do? I do not care what Valentine thinks, but Russell is my son. And up until I know what happens to Russell, Valentine must come very clean and tell me this is how I'm going to handle my son's issue. I do not care about Valentine. Actually, you approached me in the wrong way, because after all, I am not stalking Valentine. It's the other way around. I took a trip. She knew where I was. I never told anybody. She knew where I was. And then she came to me to ask me why I have not seen Russell for a whole month, or I have not even talked to him for in a whole month. So that was 1 month ago. How is it possible she knew this gentleman 3 months before? So she had been cooking this before that. She cannot blame me for not taking care of Russell for only 1 month, or for not seeing Russell for only 1 month. Because now he's speaking about 3 months.
But in those 3 months, after we have shared the less or the few moments we have shared about the history of Valentine, I came to realize that for months now, you haven't been there supportively.
For months.
Yeah, even the boy, the son you are talking about, right now I'm sure he might even not be recognizing you.
How sure are you?
How sure are you
about that? Do you know, Mr. Isaac?
Yeah.
I don't want us to talk in a provoking manner.
Yeah.
But he is the father of Russell. Are you aware of that?
I know he's the father, but he hasn't been there for Russell.
Who are you to Russell right now?
Right now, his new dad.
My goodness. Look at this clown. How can you be Russell's dad in 3 months? Did you even know where I've come from? Me and that family. Do you know where Russell was born? Do you know even where he gets his name from? There's one thing, mister, I need you to understand, and you understand it very clearly. That month I've been away does not necessitate that I have abandoned that boy. He goes to school. I pay for that school fees.
Or maybe you normally pay for school fees.
Have you ever paid any school fees?
Since I've known Valentine, for the few months we have been together, I've actually been paying the school fees.
Is there other evidence that you've been paying school fees? And you pay through the bank, or maybe you normally give the cash to Valentine? You normally do it cashly, or you normally deposit to the bank? How do you normally pay Russell's school fees?
I always give Valentine the cash, and then she goes and pays the school fee.
Does it guarantee you that then you've been paying the Russell's school fees?
Afterwards, she always shows me a message from the bank.
And how are you confident that you are the father of Russell? Why are you making yourself feel so? Why are you that confident that you are the new dad of Russell?
This man must be drunk.
I may not be biological father of Russell, but is traditionally African. When you love a woman, and that woman have a kid or kids, as a man you must be responsible for that woman and her children. And that's the role I'm doing right now. Because you cannot love a woman and you don't love the children. If she decided to move on from Frank's life, I'm here and I'm ready to take her with a child. That's an African tradition. You cannot love a woman and put the kids aside.
Are you listening to this guy?
I'm shocked.
He's unbelievable. You know, I can't even believe my ears. You're talking like that. Are you drunk?
I'm not.
You're sober as a judge.
I'm so much sober. And I'm talking from that love and affection.
Let me ask you, for 3 months only, for 3 months, you have decided that that family does not have a father figure. It doesn't have, it does not have support. Valentine is not being taken care of for 3 months. Where you came from? Are you barren?
I'm not.
Why in the world would you want to take care of somebody else's child?
Because I know out of love the love that we share between me and Valentine, I know even after a while, maybe 9 months, she will be able to bear me another child.
So does it mean that she's pregnant?
She might be pregnant, I guess.
These
Frank
people,
will not have this
see,
kind
these
of
people,
conversation.
you know, this beats me. I can, just the other day, we saw a text message. Now today, this clown comes here to tell us such stuff. Are you listening to yourself?
I do.
So Valentine told you I do not take care of her at all.
Yeah.
I don't see why I should even blame this guy. Valentine has so many things to explain to me first. First of all, she never told me that you exist. Secondly, she has not prepared me psychologically that this is her move.
But for the point of view, since she has been pushing so much of moving on with her life, I think that was over.
I do not care.
Because she's
I
the
do
one,
not care. Listen
she's
to
the
me.
one
I
who
do
gave
not
me
care.
the confidence of approaching our love
I
this
do
way.
not care. I do not care how she thinks about me, what she feels about me. What I do care about is my son. That is the first person. How will she introduce you into my son's life? First of all, within that 3 months gap, I don't know what. I don't know where you met. I do not care where you met. I do not want to know where you met. But how did she even move on and start dating without even telling me, at least telling me? You know, I don't have a problem with her moving on.
Yeah.
Telling me this is the way forward. I am seeing somebody, you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
I am seeing somebody, he's so and so. Let her not even introduce me to you. And this is how I want us to go. This is how I'm going to introduce Russell, our son, to him, and this is the way forward. Now, here I am confused. And then you approach me from nowhere. I do not know you. Don't you see there's a problem there? A very big one. Valentine has to explain. Yeah, he has to explain because, first of all, if you remember right, she was denying this guy. She was denying dating anybody up until you sanitized her phone.
Who do you think is the problem here?
Valentine, number one. And this guy, for jumping the gun, you should have used protocol. I can assure you, I have not been stalking Valentine. She has been stalking me. When I came back, who came here?
Valentine.
Yes, she's the one who came here to blame me. And yet, she blamed me because of leaving for only 1 month. Yet, you've been dating for 3 months. So, she was using that as an excuse. First of all, Valentine has wronged me big time. You, on the other hand, you shouldn't even have approached me at all. Valentine should have told me about you. Let me know about you from Valentine. Not you introducing yourself to me. That is very disrespectful, and that is why I'm angry. Yeah, you were threatening me, literally. You know, I would have taken measures if I'm a violent person.
Sure.
Yes. I'm telling you, as we speak, you'd know the Italian mafia or the South African mafia life, because I wouldn't even want to see you or hear from you if I was a violent man. But I've listened to you, I've talked to you, I've seen you personally, physically. Go back to that Valentine you're calling a wife for 3 months only. You married her for 3 months and you know my problems already. Go tell her to come and explain to me how she's going to live her life, how she's going to introduce Russell to you. And then, from there on, I can sit down and relax and just know she has moved on.
Sure.
Yeah. And trust you me, I do not give a hoot where she goes. Even if she gets married to, I don't know who out there, that's not my problem. But how you handle cases with my son, because my son knows I'm the father. I have been taking care of that boy since he was born. So, you two, the two of you, you owe me an explanation, a big one.
But despite the fact that you have been the biological father, I think for now, because life has to move on, I will always be there for Russell as a dad.
Now listen to me and understand where I'm going. Whether you move to heaven with the Valentine or to hell, wherever you belong, sure, I do not care. But my son, keep him out of this. In fact, I'd rather Valentine gives me my son. Wherever you want to go, even if it's up to the moon and back, I will not give a damn about you two. But my son, do not cross that line, my friend. You will burn your fingers. Yeah. With my son, I have no exception. Yeah. So I'm giving you this homework. Go sit down with Valentine. Decide between them yourselves what you're going to do with your lives. I do not care. Don't involve me there. But when it comes to my son, my only biological son, think twice. That's all I'm going to say.
Love that you show me, yes, that I cannot take it for granted. Love that you show me, I cannot deny.